Good morning, world. And a good morning to you too, and welcome into the channel if you are new. If you're not, welcome back. Where do we start? That was a rough night on these services last night. So started off getting to bed all right, got to sleep for about 9:30 or so, and then about 12 o'clock the AA thought it'd be a great idea right here. Put a little video up here now for you so you can see. And yeah, they pulled the car up, ratchet straps clanking away, moving stuff, banging everything. So that kept me up to about 1 o'clock. He was there for about an hour. I was like, oh my god. Left the beacons on as well, just to, you know, make it that much better. And the thing is, when you're staying on service stations or anywhere in general, you're always on a little bit of alert whether you got anything loaded on your trailer or not. But I've got about 8 pallets on my trailer, so because I've got stock on, I'm more cautious about it, and I'm more of a light sleeper. So last night I was like a bloody gatter dog. I put my head down, get to sleep, and then something would like rustle out, bang, up, like look around, like what's that? Look out the mirrors, right? Yeah, everything's alright. Okay, get my head down. 10 minutes late. Right, what's that noise? It's a pain in the backside. So as you can imagine, I didn't really get too much sleep last night, unfortunately, because it was just so broken. And the things that woke me up mainly was I heard a couple of bits of banging and stuff. So I was like, what's that? Check that out. Then on 2 occasions throughout the night, I don't know why, a horn went off. But normally with a horn, when it goes off in the middle of the night, it's like a sign that somebody's trying to break into it. So it's a way of trying to disrupt the thieves. And also engines just starting up. So I thought, oh my god, I can hear like engines starting up in the distance. I hear a horn going off, thinking, right, okay, yeah, someone's here like trying to steal stuff. So then I'm on even more alert then. Like anyone that walks past, I'm like, who are you? What are you doing? So I didn't sleep well at all. So here goes the moment of truth. Has the trailer been tampered with? Are we all okay? So we've got to do the vehicle checks for the morning. Even though we've not disconnected it, we still need to do the vehicle checks, make sure our tyres are all in good condition. Just give it the standard kick. Oh, I'm messing. Just go down, check all the tread as if you would normally. Same for the curtains, no damage on there. Oh, seems to be all right. I think the straps have just come loose over time to do sometimes, so a pain in the backside on this trailer. So strap that down tight as it'll go, and then drop that down and come off. Repeat the process. In, pull that as tight as you can, and then drop that down. So it seems to be all right, actually. To be fair, they have got a camera there, and in these bushes here, it's all fenced off as well, that you can see it. So overall, it is quite secure, to be honest with you. Sorry, me just being a bit paranoid. Right then, first things first, let's have a shower, get feeling a little bit more human, shall we? That's breakfast taken care of. I'm just going to do a quick FaceTime to little man and Leanne, and then head out. And before I forget, have a great day, Alan. Right then, let's get the day started, shall we? Currently 20 to 7, due to get to our destination for 7. It's not too far. I think I did make the right choice, so staying here last night instead of trying to get to Warrington. You know, Warrington services are a lot better, but this one saves going over the bridge and the tunnel, doesn't it? So in the long run, a little bit better. Well, the problem is there's not a lot of things to do on these service stations in general. So if you ever do tramping out, bring laptop, get a film downloaded, chill out, put your feet up, get an early night. That's what it's all about. Alright, the M25 doesn't look too bad. It's 12 miles until the destination. The delivery point is just off the M25 ring road. So it's nice and easy to get in and out. As long as it's nice and easy to get out as long as the yard is clear. The yard is full, which it probably will be when I get there, because I don't think their drivers have started yet and left the yard. Might be a little bit more of a trickier one, but I should be able to just reverse it straight in instead of driving in and turning around like I normally do. Car driver's left a bit of space for me to merge straight away. Flashing the hazards, thank you. I do hope I don't have to come back this way in all that traffic though. Hopefully I can get there by, I think it's the M20, which can go to Maidstone that way. Hopefully I don't have to come round, back up myself, because that traffic has been backed up for miles upon miles. To be fair though, for the M25 ring road of London, it's not bad scenery around this little section, is it? I feel like you're more in Scotland or something. All these nice trees hide the city view, don't they? But you got all the farm fields as well, just behind all the trees. Still 4 miles to go, still looking to get there for 7 o'clock. It's been alright so far on this side. Traffic's going back up shortly though, while they approach the Dartford crossing. I think it's Maidstone, the collection there, I've not actually checked yet. One job at a time, so I'll put rushing ahead. Do hope everyone's having a great week so far as well. If you've got any questions about either the vlog or doing HGV driving, just let me know down below in comments and I'll try my best to answer whatever I can. Or I might add it into the videos as well, if there's anything that you need help on. I'm just going to throw it out there as well, I'm not a certified trainer or anything, so it's just going off my experiences. So I could be completely wrong myself when I'm talking about some of the things. So I'll take it with a pinch of salt. So that guy in the van's moving, yep he has. So I just need to try and swing it close as I can to this little post. A little bit of a jackknife reverse. I've got a high curb on the other side, it's literally like that big, so I need to be careful with that. Swing it round to the right steer when I get traction. Skidding on something there. Where's the will, there's a way, that's what I say. Just got to take your time, nice and carefully. And put into that big space next to the van. So I'm keeping it as close as I can to this one. So I've got a van on the other side. Which is really tight actually on the other side. And I'm just snaking the trailer a little bit, just so I can see on both sides in the mirror. Gives them a bit of a wider angle view on the other side. So then on the way out, all I need to do is just go straight down. Slight problem. So I've arrived at this place, spoke to the guy on the forklift who does all the inbound outbound stuff, and unfortunately they can't actually accept the delivery until about 9 o'clock when they finish loading all their vans. Fair enough, they've got to get their stock out first before taking anything else in, but it's 7 o'clock now, so I've got a little bit of a wait ahead of me unfortunately. Just a quick one regarding all the buckles. There's several different types of buckles you can get for trailers. These are probably one of the most common type. They're easy to do. If you can't do them with your fingers, if you get a bit stiff, if you get a bit of the tassel at the bottom and you just pull it, gives you extra leverage. And then that just loosens it up like so, so you can disconnect it. And when you put them back on, all you need to do is hook it underneath, pull that tight as you can, and then pull it down. It is pretty much as simple as that. And to loosen up the curtain poles, so this is basically aimed at all new drivers or anybody who doesn't really know much about the trailer side. So everybody who's experienced, obviously ignore this little section. So all you need to do is just this little bottom bit here, that one there, just pull that one out, and that will release the tension on here, and you just give that a little tug and that will loosen up your curtain. Then all you need to do is give it a lift like so, and then when you're putting it back in, all you're doing is the same thing but in reverse. Just that little top there, there's a little hole, lifting the pole back into the hole at the top, dropping it onto this little section here, and then this bottom bar, if you leave it locked in, it will then allow the tension to start. So then you use the top one to get the tension up, a little bit like a ratchet. So as that's turning, you can see it's making it tighter and tighter. So you just do that tight as you can, flip that up, hook it up in there, and then again hook it underneath, pull that tight, and then drop that down. If I ever get a trailer which has a tail lift, I'll do a quick little run through as well for the tail lifts, because they're quite easy to do, but if you've never done a tail lift before, you don't know how to do it. Whilst I'm waiting, I've stuck it on POA, because this is pretty much the perfect time to use your period of availability. If you can't get unloaded straight away and they say to you, right, you need to wait half hour to an hour and a half later, still no movement. But oh my god, that thing there looks like a little ghost. Like a little bed sheet or something, does it? I think it's like a reflection of one of the mirrors or something. Just threw me off in the corner there. Normally you see a little ghost on cartoons. Like one of them little ghosts from Pac-Man, isn't it? But anyways, what was a small yard has now got even smaller. So I'm still waiting for them to get unloaded at the moment. It's currently 20 past 8. Hopefully they won't be too much longer. Then they can unload me, and then I'm not too sure how I'm going to be able to get out. If they move one of the vans, they might be able to bring the truck forward, then I can stick around maybe. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Time's now 9:15. Unloaded fairly quickly actually once I started unloading me. It's put me back a little bit for the day though. I think originally I was planned for 8:30 to get there. It's looking about 10 o'clock now. Let's jump on the M25 ring road. And then jumping onto the M2 towards Maidstone. I think that's Rochester actually, not Maidstone. Or is that part of Maidstone? I'm not sure. A lot of roadworks getting done here since I was last around this area. It's been about 8 weeks, hasn't it, since I've been down London. Hopefully the traffic's not too bad around here. You never know with a crossing though, do you? Sometimes it's really busy, sometimes it's not that bad. So a little bit of traffic. But hopefully coming off before the crossing, it shouldn't be too bad. Going to the sat nav, it should be down here somewhere. Hopefully the postcode's right. It doesn't look like there's any big warehouses or anything down this way, does there? Or any factories. It looks quite nice views though, doesn't it? Nice view for the office window today. Farmers are out at it, getting all the hay bales. think they're container ships out in the water ahead. Even though that water does look a little bit too shallow for them, being honest. Yeah, I'm on the right path. King's North Industry Estate I'm going to. Right in the middle of nowhere though, isn't it? Maybe it might be a docks of some sort that could be going towards. Once we made the collection from this place, it's going directly to the customer over at Widnes, which is not too bad really, because it's around the corner from our depot. I know the business quite well we're delivering to. So that's another good bonus. Probably won't even need a sat nav to be honest with you to get there. As soon as I'm on the M25 anyway, won't. King's North Industry Estate straight ahead. Right, which way I'm going? Entrance A or B? I'm gonna go for entrance A. Sat nav saying to go down B. Doesn't actually state on the address though which one it would be. But I think it might be up here just on the right hand side, by the looks of it. I've been given a bay. It's got to go into bay 24. No, 25 actually. Is it 24? 25, yeah. So I'm just going to get it roughly lined up and then go pull forward the other doors. Just using that black line as a guide. Away we have it. Laptop's coming with me because you can't stay inside the cab. Always keep some loose change in your wallet as well, because if you have to wait in any driver waiting rooms or anything like that, they always use like 40p or something for a coffee, so keep a couple of quid in your wallet, comes in handy. Rightio then, all loaded up, 20 pallets. There was meant to be 23, but we couldn't fit 23 on because of the size of them, so we're going with 20 instead. Total mileage that I need to drive right now, oh my word, 240 miles. It's going to be a very tight one whether we can actually make it there in time or not. And that is using toll road at the M6 and the toll road at Dartford crossing. Wish me luck. That includes a total of 5 hours driving, and I need to take a 45-minute break so we can extend the 4.5 to the 5.5 to make sure we get there. And yeah, just wish me luck. Straight onto A228 now, and I'm going to join this until it's come to, I think it was the M2. then jump onto the M25 ring road, go across Dartford crossing, or through the tunnel, shall I say. That's the quickest way. Hey, rhymes that, doesn't it? And then from the M1, we're going to be joining onto the M6 toll road, going through that, jump back onto the normal part of the M6, past Birmingham, and then straight up, well, to Widnes. So yeah, long drive ahead of me. All right now, isn't it? Woo! 240 miles. Let's go. Come on, let's get it smashed out. This is what driving's all about, isn't it? Getting them long distances in. I do like it though. It might be 5 hours driving ahead of me, but it goes quick. It's probably going to feel like about 3.5. Definitely won't feel like 5. Getting a little bit peckish, so look, I've got a few bags of crisps with me. I always keep a couple in the cab, same with pot noodles, just in case you can't stop over anywhere for breaks, etc. I'll probably go jump off at Nottingham Services on the M1, take a little bit of a break there. I'll take the 45-minute and that'll clear my driving time as well, so that'll be fresh 4.5 hours from Nottingham to get to Widnes, and then get back to the yard to finish off for the night. I reckon it's going to be about a 7 o'clock finish though today, realistically. But I started at 6 o'clock this morning, so that's a 13-hour shift anyway. So I've got enough hours for the working time, that's no problems. Just depends on all the traffic though, doesn't it? If the roads are all nice and clear, we should be alright for the driving time as well. The journey is getting a little bit longer than hoped. This is the queue now to get onto the M25 for the Dartford tunnel. Yeah, backed up quite a bit. It is moving though. I can't see it on the M25 though, where the slip road's moving on, and the majority of this queue is just pretty much coming off the slip road to get on to the M25 itself. It's just really heavy at the moment, and it doesn't help when you get all the cars on the right hand side going down. I know legally you can do it, there's nothing wrong with it, but obviously in the truck we can't do it, so I'm stuck in the left lane whilst you got a lot of cars still jumping into the right lane. Well, technically I probably could jump in the right hand lane, but it merges in 100 yards. So I'm gonna wait. Well, I'm still waiting, right? I'm still waiting. Just approaching the tunnel now. Wasn't really too bad to get here. It's been moving, which is all good. Just at a slow pace at the moment. Currently doing about 15 miles per hour average. I need to try, I think I need to try and get into the right hand lane in a second. Keep the right indicator on. Slow down, let these pass. Hopefully I can get over. Yeah, flashed me in, thank you. It always gets a little bit heavier in the first 2 lanes when you're coming up towards this Dartford crossing. Because there's another junction just about here. I'm not too sure what junction it is. So you got more traffic coming on the motorway from over there, but then everybody's trying to get off at the same time. Lane number 2, where this van is now, you can see there's a width limit. And in this 3rd lane, the trucks can use this one. So mainly, if you come down here in trucks, just stick to either the 1st or the 3rd lane. If you can, try and get across to the 3rd. It's a little bit smoother. Starting to slow down a little bit inside the tunnel, probably halfway through, so at maximum depth. Coming to 15 miles per hour. At one point, I thought it was going to be a stop-start. It's currently 10 past 12.
Still got 4.5 hours left of driving. So if you take break into consideration as well, it's about 5 hours and 15 or so. So we'll be driving about 40 minutes so far. If you're wondering about the maximum height of this place as well, these tunnels, it's 16'6", I think you're seeing on the sign. So if you're wondering about a double decker, etc., you can come in, as long as it's like 16-foot trailer, you're alright. Anything higher than that, I'd probably recommend just going all the way around. Let there be light. Well, it's bright coming out of there. Ooh, it really is bright. And hopefully somebody's not sitting in this lane to try merge into that left lane on the slit road. Because this slit road's been going back for probably about 3 miles so far. I'm going to keep it nice and slow. Try and move over. Is that why they're braking? You ask yourself all these questions, haven't you? No, they're carrying on. No, slowing down. Just keep a bit of distance. Incident junction 28 roundabout. I take it that's junction 28 then, is it? Oh, come on. Right, you're getting a beep for that. Come on, that's just taking a mick, innit? I don't normally beep at them, but when they're taking the pee. I'm sure that's not even legal to drive over them chevrons. But I knew it, I knew they were slowing down for it. You could just tell. I've got to be honest with you though, it is my pet hate when people do that. You can see the slit road is backed up, the signs on the matrix signs above the head saying Q caution and all that stuff, and then they're cutting at the very last second, or they're not even part of the motorway, they're jumping onto like the slit road hard shoulder as such, aren't they? It's so dangerous, and so many accidents are caused a year or a month. People are doing that, they'll come up and go, oh quick, there's a gap there, let's slam the brakes on. And if there's a truck behind them which is heavy loaded and you can't brake in time, that truck is going right into the back of that car because they've slammed on to get into the slit road. Honestly, it is my biggest pet hate when you get drivers doing that, and you see it so often. It's really regular. I can't believe that what I've just seen. On the side of the motorway, in the bushes, like the foresty bit. So I'm just by Lee Valley Park. And yeah, there's a family of deer. 2 little babies and the mum. They're well cute. Don't really see wild deer that often, do you? A little bit too close to the motorway, I've got to say. Well, they're probably about 10 or 15 foot or so inside the bushes. Oh, look pretty cool though. Oh, come on, mate. Fellow truck drivers, don't do this. Guy in the middle, way too close to that car. Backed off a little bit now, but yeah, second or way too close to that. Don't be doing that, folks. Gives us all bad reputation. That car slams on, he's right in the back of that, that's an accident happening. Pretty sure you can't go in that lane either, bud. Oh god, they've got kids in the car as well. Lead by a better example. Don't driving reckless. Don't you do the same, don't do the same. Keep your distance. God, people are just too impatient, aren't they? So it's drivers like these two where they get so close to the vehicle in front, especially on the motorway. It just gives it a bad reputation for everybody else. Then we start getting tarnished with the same brush because all the car drivers are like, well, truck drivers can't drive because they're always up the backside of the motorway. I know it can be frustrating sometimes, but you need to keep that little bit safe distance. I can't believe I was just pretty much like just saying about the first driver, and then the second one just comes along and does it as well. But he's got a heavy container. The other guy was at least not loaded up with anything. It's crazy how many times you actually get truck drivers doing that to other truck drivers, and you can't see a thing in front of you when you're right behind another trailer. You can't see anything. It's just so dangerous. Don't be doing that, honestly. I really don't like calling out other drivers and stuff, but you gotta be safe. Yeah, you're definitely not allowed to do that, by the way. If you're a new driver, don't do what this fella's doing. It's at 50 miles per hour. But you're not meant, you can't go into that lane, don't go into it. A little bit more Studstone traffic, unfortunately. It's going to be one of them days, isn't it? I've got a feeling it might not be able to make the delivery time for this one today. The sat-nav is currently saying 4:45. I've still got to take a 45-minute break, so I'm looking at 5:30 earliest of getting there. Traffic is just, well, you can see for yourself really, traffic's just traffic at the moment. 190 miles still to go. Realistically, I might be looking at about 6 o'clock getting there. I've got a feeling these close for about 5, half 5. But at least it's only around the corner from our depot, Widnes anyway, so it's not too bad. We've got good relations with these clients as well, where we're delivering it to, so we should be okay for tomorrow if we just keep them updated. It's the best thing, isn't it, really? Just keeping everybody updated so they know what's what. Quite a bit heavy queue there on the slip roads to come off. Normally does get quite heavy, to be fair, around this area, especially around this as well, because you got the services, haven't you? Is it South Pims services? I think it is off the top of my head. I could be completely wrong, don't get me wrong. Don't really hold me to that, shall I say. And just a bit more congestion. It was free flowing for a little bit just then. I was hoping the M1 itself is going to be pretty clear. 1:10 now, and I've just entered the M1, which hopefully, if it stays like this, I might be able to catch a little bit more time up. There's a little bit of a race against time at the moment. I don't know whether I'm going to make it there on time for the delivery or not. Probably not realistically. That's what I'm edging towards at the moment. Got 2 hours and 50 minutes driving time before I do need to take a break. But I'm going to take one around Northampton, I think it is. That's if there's parking anyway. It's always a little bit hit and miss on them services, unfortunately. So hopefully I can get a nice little parking space, take a 45-minute break, and then I'll have 4.5 hours driving from then. Because I'm absolutely starving. That's the reason why I'm stopping there instead of carrying on a little bit longer. And plus I'm going through the toll road, so the Birmingham traffic hopefully shouldn't really be as bad for me. Moment of truth, is there any parking? Oh, yeah, it's one there. That's not bad, was it? not ideal, this place, for parking wise, is it? It's not a big, not a lot of space. Just hoping they're not here for the night in front. Have a quick break, come back, hit the road. Just been on the phone to the office, and because I'm due to get back to our yard for around 5:45, it's currently 2:50 now. I've had a 45-minute break, which has cleared my driving time and working time directives. I've got a full 4.5 hours driving time remaining, and to get back to the yard from where I am now, I'm looking at, well, it's a 3-hour drive pretty much, isn't it? Let's be honest. When we left the client this morning for the collection, it was around 11:45, give or take. I think it might have been a little bit early, maybe 20 to 12. And the sat nav was saying 5 hours from then, and then we got held up on the M25 quite a bit, and then Dartford crossing put us back a little bit, not too much, only a little bit. And now we're coming up to roadworks again on the M1 northbound. It's going to be putting me back a little bit. Instead of using the toll road, because I have got 4.5 hours driving, there's no point going through the toll road, and I'm going to avoid Birmingham altogether by going up the M1 and then coming off at Donington Park Services and shoot straight down the A50 to the A500 of Stoke. Hopefully everything's alright around that region, and then straight up the M6 to the depot, because it's not getting delivered tonight, it's going to be tomorrow morning now, as we kind of guessed it, didn't we, earlier on. So I've still got quite a bit of a journey to go. And in total 129 miles left to go as well. So I've done about halfway on driving wise for the mileage, haven't we? I've not really added too much onto the video on the way home, because I've just been sat in a lot of traffic, to be honest with you, on the way back. The original time to get back to Warrington after having a break would have been about 5:15. It's currently 5:20, and I'm just about to get onto the M6 by Stoke, and I've still got, according to the sat nav, 44 miles to go. Looking about 1 hour and 20, maybe 1.5 hours driving left. I've got 2.5 hours left on the tacho for driving. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I've been in over an hour total of traffic where it's not really been moving, because it's just been like stop start, slow, stop start, etc. It's just put me back over an hour so far, and that's going from Kent area to Stoke. And now I've got the second part of the bad journey, which is from Stoke getting up to Warrington. Now it's probably going to take me a good 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours from here. So it could be a late one tonight, unfortunately. But it's one of them, you have some days that you win, some days you lose. And unfortunately, traffic where it has been today, it's an L, isn't it? It's an L for today. Ah well. Luckily I'm on hourly rate and not a day rate, because it would have been right out of my pocket by now. This little section. And go. Right, moment of truth. What is the M6 looking like? I've got a feeling it's going to be quite heavy traffic. But you know, sometimes it can be quite good from here. You never know. You got to stay positive. Alright, okay, I've just seen it driving past, driving over. It's looking good. want to speak too early because when I get around the corner it might start coming to a standstill, but that's a good sign, isn't it? Come on, build that speed up before jumping on. 45 miles per hour. Let's go, let's go. For the last probably, well, actually since Stoke, it's been foot flat down all the way up here. It's been really good. And then you come to Limb Services. Yeah, you come to Limb Services, and this is what we're greeted with. I always said though, Birmingham and around this section on the northbound on the M6 are probably the two worst areas on the M6. By looks, I think there possibly could have been an accident, maybe. Well, it does get quite heavy at this time. It's currently 6 o'clock now. I'm about 20 minutes away from the depot. So hopefully I'll be finishing on 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock. Hopefully not that late, but it is what it is, isn't it? Unfortunately. And that is me done for the day. The time it's just hit 6:30. I'm not going to drop the trailer because I'm using the same trailer to deliver it straight to the client tomorrow, so it just saves messing about. And I'm back in at 6 AM. Long day, long drive, but we made it back all right. So if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. As always, stay safe out there. Bye for now.